It's in the game.
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Oates, and that's the kicker Tyler Luke set to get this started. And we're underway at legendary Lambeau Field. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Love to throw to get started. That one, tough. That's Matthew Golden. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 1. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Packers.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Ready.
Now Love. Catch is made by Romeo Doubs. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 45. White. Set.
They go play action with Love. Quick throw here is complete. He's taken down just shy of the 10. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
Let's go now. Set.
Here's Jacobs. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He slams it in there, and he is in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Justice Hill to return. Oh! And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
It's now 2nd and 6.
1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin. They'll run it with Henry. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
It's 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrew. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Here's Henry. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Gonna go right back to Henry. And he's gonna pick it up take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. Down the sideline. And he's into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown, Ravens.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. He'll take this forward for about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Second and 5.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue 32. Ready?
Now Love. Back to the left side and taken in by Golden. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
26 yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
First down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
Set.
A second down throw for Love. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And he will have the first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
That one reeled in by Golden. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Ready?
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready?
To throw is Love. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Ravens 8. Brendan McManus to kick off.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Real quick. Get up! Get up! Whatever! That's it up! Whatever! That's it!
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. Finding room at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he will dive into the end zone. 76 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Hey!
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the two-point conversion.
16.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
At their own 40-yard line.
Down! Block, ready!
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. He'll get this ahead for about 3. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in on tackle.
43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go!
Here's Love to throw. And that is incomplete, but a flag is down back in the backfield. Did they hit the quarterback late?
On the double! Hey!
Love to throw on 1st and 10. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Intended for
There was
Romeo
no
Doubs.
hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now! Set!
Throwing is Love. Pass caught. It's Golden. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that long. First down, Packers.
First down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league,
And he'll take this one in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Packers.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
The kick is good. Makes the score Packers 21, Ravens 16. Brendan McManus to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
In motion goes Likely. On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. Lots of space past the 45. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
19 yards.
He's done it again. Back-to-back good runs. 19 this time. And another first down.
At the 48-yard
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll send Flowers in motion. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Anybody that I really recognize ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. Hit the quick, right?
Hey, officer, what? What? 180.
Here's the toss, right side to Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
2nd and 10.
Get out, Doc. Get out. 180. Nice shot.
Now Jackson. Off balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down.
180.
Now it's Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down.
You gotta make a move.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Here's Jackson. Rolling right. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have a Ravens first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
That's almost unfair. I mean, 4th and a mile. You got nowhere to go with the ball. The quarterback's able to just tuck it down and pick it up with his legs. There's just not a lot of guys in the league that can make that play, and you can see a lot of those defenders hanging their heads saying, we know we just gave him one.
This one caught at the 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Henry. Touchdown! What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Hey, Ozzy, shut up. Hey, Ozzy, shut up. Thirteen.
Throwing Jackson. And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the 4th quarter.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here comes 2nd down.
Set.
Here's Jacobs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
10 cycles.
They'll go with Jacobs. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the double.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go, set.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 2.
Come on, set, ready.
To throw is Love. That one caught. He finds Golden. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Packers, first down.
Down.
1st and 10 at the
Ready.
35-yard line.
Here's Love. Forced out wide. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Fight. Set. Set.
On second down, Love. That one incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
We used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here comes Hill on the return. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Nice one. 180. Nice one. Cut.
Jackson looking to throw. Moving outside the pocket. This one downfield looking for Henry.
Yeah, a little predictable there. You feel like you just gave up points, and the first thing you want to do is you just want to answer back, and you try to get it all in one play. Nice job by the defensive coordinator, understanding the deep shot was coming, having the right call there. So offensively, just take what's there. You're not going to get all those points back in one play. Take your time, take what's there, sustain the drive.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. Now it's going to be third down.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Sit on.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. Moving to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll stop with 25 seconds remaining on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Nice one. 180. Nice one. He changed it.
Back to throw. Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to put it up. Take a shot for Hopkins. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Jackson now on second down. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
On third down, Jackson. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
So here it is, 4th down and 10. They'll run for it with Henry. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute. And it may just be enough to get them a victory.
Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
So, it's a win for the Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.
Time is precious, I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going, the women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming, my pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot cause we ballin' and spittin' up every hour. Look mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody power. You spin my head right round, right round. When you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round, right round. When you go down, when you go down,
From the top of the top, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down. From the top of the top, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down. Shawty must know I'm the man. My money love her like a number one fan. Don't open my mouth, let her talk to my fans. My Benjamin Franklin's. A couple of grands, I got rubber bands. My paper planes making a dance. Yes, I'm like that's part of my. We building castles that's made out of. She's amazing, on fire blazing, hotter than Cajun. Girl, won't you move a little closer? Time to get this maximum wage that belong on a poster. I'm in the days that is waving at me like damn it, I know you. You run the show like a hoster. Tell me whatever and I'll be your chauffeur. You spin my head right round, right round. When you go down, when you go down,
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys.
Jake Elliott to kick off for
Jake
Philadelphia.
Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And off we go from Dallas. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Well, here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. But Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach and play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it.
And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and they netted some positive yards.
And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Cowboys, first down.
Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there, second down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.